My name's Oskari Häkkinen, I'm the head of franchise development at Remedy. Alan Wake has been a labour of love for us, and yeah, sure, it's been a long development process. I mean, maybe some of your parents remember some of our earlier work. I mean, you know, we wanted to get it right. You can only be as good as your last game, and we really wanted the Remedy brand to be a seal of quality. I mean, we've got a good heritage from the Max Payne games, and we wanted to get this right and deliver. So that's why we've taken our time, and we've been in a fortunate position after the Max Payne series to take our time and get a real masterpiece, so to speak, out there. We're really confident showing off the game now. This is the first time we've ever announced a launch date. So May 18th, 2010, or May 21st, 2010 for Europe. It's been the first time we've ever announced a launch date. So I mean, we've been sure to be quiet about that until we felt satisfied with the game that we've got in our hands, and now obviously we feel very satisfied with getting it out there. The basic high concept of Alan Wake has stayed the same throughout the development. There's been some changes along the way. For instance, I mean, we started off with being an open world, and we moved away from that quite quickly because simply having a linear experience and a story-driven experience, getting the pacing right, it had to be more linear. Then and have some control to deliver that thriller feeling and to be able to tap into the player's emotions. And there's been some changes along the way. I mean, a few years ago, Alice and Alan were engaged, and now they've had time to get married. I mean, when we started out in development, a lot of people asked, why did this take such a long time? And we've made all of our tools and built all of our technology from the ground up. When we set out on the project, you know, we knew we wanted to utilize the light and dark mechanic, and there wasn't any engines out there that could do the things that we needed them to do. So we realized that we're onto a winner concept, but we needed to build everything ourselves in-house. Alan Wake he's an everyman. He's just, you know, he's a regular guy. He's like you or me. He has his problems with his marriage. He has his problems in his work life. And, you know, he has to grow into that role of an action hero. He's not automatically an action hero. And I think that will resonate really well with an audience out there. And it's a breath of fresh air compared to the action heroes that are seen in many video games today. So, I mean, we wanted to push the envelope in storytelling, and making a real character with a real personality was the way we wanted to go.
It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here.
So I mean, we have a lot of popular culture inspirations. We take inspiration from popular culture rather than video games. I mean, there's certainly an echo of Twin Peaks in Bright Falls. Lost is an inspiration, not necessarily from a plot perspective. What Lost do really well is that they have a tightly packed thriller in a TV series structure, and they've done that really well. Obviously Stephen King, a writer whose works are coming true. The Shining, I mean, we have a hedge there and a hedge maze in the game. No. Hitchcock, we tip our hats to a lot of the greats out there. Like Hitchcock, you have the birds attacking. There's a lot of popular cultural references that you'll see in the game that the players will recognize. I think there's a lot of people out there that are really hoping for a really good single-player story-driven experience, and we didn't want to just go into, you know, ticking boxes of adding a layer of multiplayer there, because that's not our core competence. We know that we're good at character-centric, story-driven experiences, and that's what we wanted to focus on. Just to be clear, we're fully focused at the moment on Alan Wake. You can consider this as kind of season 1 of a TV series, if you like, which will have a satisfactory and conclusive ending, just like you would have on a season 1 of a TV series. But we have thought about DLC as well. So DLC will be more of a bridge to season 2, if you like. If season 1 is a success, it opens the doors for us to progress with the story to a much greater story, and the DLC will be then a bridge to that second season. I'm not sure about 5 and 6, but I mean certainly, you know, Sam Lake has the story planned out, and we have a story mapped out much further than just the one game, and we've always thought of Alan Wake to be something more than just a one game. So certainly, to a certain extent, I mean there'll be some twists and turns on the way, but the greater story arc is pretty much thought out. We're absolutely super excited to get Alan Wake out there. It's been a labour of love, it's been a long development process, but we're really happy where we are right now, and Alan Wake's going to be out on May 21st this spring.